Hello folks, it's me Sri. How are you? Yes, actually you must be wondering what I'm doing in my bedroom. Actually this is not my bedroom. I'm currently in Kathmandu and preparing for my one of the most awaited dreams to come true. So tomorrow I'm planning on going to the Everest Base Camp, one of the dream hikes of all the hikers, trekkers, travelers all over the world. Actually, the greatest of achievement would be to go to the summit itself, but unfortunately, it cost a lot of money. So, for the time being, um, I had to contend with just going to the base camp alone. Right, just to give you a brief idea about the Everest Base Camp, I'm sure you can find tons of information on Google. Just type Everest Base Camp trek and you will be rewarded with hundreds and hundreds of articles. But just a quick update for those who are too lazy to read. Everest Base Camp typically takes 10 more than 10 days to complete. So if you are physically extremely fit, or if you can acclimatize to the extreme high altitudes, you can probably do it in about 10-12 days. But the people like me who are not so physically fit, also quite don't have the experience in high altitudes, countries like Sri Lanka where the highest point is nearly 8,000 feet, so we need more time to acclimatize. So I have planned this hike myself over 16 days, so it's gonna be nice and slow and steady, and still, fingers crossed, hopefully we'll be able to make it to the base camp. Right, I'm just going to give you a rundown of my itinerary so that if you are a hiker who is planning on doing this Everest Base Camp trek, it will give you an idea to plan it out. If you're just wondering what I'm wearing, this is a Sherpa hat, just bought in Kathmandu for 250 rupees Nepalese. That's in dollars about $2.50. Very worth. It's comfy and snug. Right, okay. My day will start tomorrow, so I'm not going to go through my arrival from Colombo to Kathmandu. But anyway, you have to keep about 2 days before you start the hike, rather trek, because you need to come to Kathmandu, prepare yourself, contact your guide, get your gear together, and do the last minute shopping, because we all tend to forget things at one time or the other. So keep about 2 days to do the last minute preparation. So on the third day, which is the first day of the trek, we'll be flying to Lukla. Just Google Lukla. It's one of the most dangerous, scariest, and whatever airport in the world. It was actually built thanks to Sir Edmund Hillary. He was the initiator in building that airport. That's why the airport is called Tenzing Hillary Airport, in tribute to the Sir Edmund Hillary and the Tenzing Norgay. Right, as soon as we arrive in Lukla, we'll spend a few hours, rather couple of maybe an hour or two, just getting used to things, finding a porter, and getting our things together, and then we will start our hike. And we'll go to Pakting. That's our first night stop. Pakting is, if you walk at a brisk pace, it will be about 2 hours, but we are going to take it nice and slow, so it will take about roughly 3 to 4 hours. So the first night will be at Pakting, and the second day we will start from Pakting and go to Namche. Namche is the capital of Sherpas. So in Namche, we will stay the second night, and on third day, usually that's going to be your acclimatization day. So if you read about Everest Base Camp trek, usually you will find people acclimatizing on the third day, doing nothing at Namche. But what we are going to do is, we are going to skip staying at Namche. We are going to climb further up to a higher elevation point called Kumjung. It's a small remote village of Namche. So we are going to climb to Kumjung on the 3rd day. And on the 4th day is going to be my first acclimatization day. What we will be doing is, as my guide suggested, we'll be doing a small hike called Kunde Ri. We usually refers to a hill. So there's a village of Kumju called Kunde, and the hill in Kunde is Kunde Ri. So we'll be climbing that hill on my acclimatization day, which is the day number 4. Right. So on the 5th day, we'll go from Kumjung. I'm just trying to refer to my itinerary. Yeah, I've got a nice big itinerary if I show you close. And we are going to Tengboche. Tengboche is very famous for its huge Lama monastery. And also when you go to Tengboche, don't forget to go and listen to them chanting. It's absolutely an experience that you will never forget. It's really worth. So they are doing it in the morning at 6:30 or in the afternoon at 3:30. So I'm planning on being there by 3:30. So it will be the 7th day, rather the total. That's the total of dates from the day I arrived in Colombo. So it's going to be my 5th day in the trek. So on the 5th day, we'll go from Kumjung to Tengboche. Just for your information, Lukla is at about 9,000 feet height. Namche is about 11,200 feet. Kumjung, I just told you, it's about 12,300 feet. Right, and on the way to Kumjung from Namche, we will be visiting the famous Everest View Hotel as well. And on the 5th day, as I was telling you, we'll be going to Tengboche from Kumjung. Tengboche is at an elevation close to 13,000 feet. So we'll go and visit the monastery and listen to the monks chanting. And day 8, we'll go from Tengboche to Pangboche. It's a relatively very short hike, which I was told can take about 2 to 3 hours. So I hope to reach Pangboche well before lunch, take the day off, acclimatize more, and on the next day there is this mountain called, remember this is the Himalaya region we are going across, so there are so many peaks, Everest being the highest, but there are so many other peaks that people have been climbing or trying to climb. So there's a mountain called Amadablam. So I'm planning on doing the Amadablam base camp trek on the 7th day. So from Pangboche we go to Amadablam base camp and then return on the same day back to Pangboche. Right, then on day number 8 we'll go to Dingboche, from Pangboche to Dingboche. So Dingboche is going to be my next acclimatization day. The very next day we will be acclimatizing in Dingboche, but we have planned to go and climb a couple of peaks. One is Nagarjuna Peak or Chukung. Yeah, you can see a beautiful panoramic mountains views. So we are going to do that on that particular day. Comes the day number 10. Still coming to the Everest Base Camp. On the 10th day, we'll be going from Dingboche to Lukla. That's also a very small hike, so the time will help me acclimatize better. From Dingboche to Lukla. The Lukla is at about 15,000 feet. At that, now we are really getting to the high elevation where there are no trees. So you will find it extremely difficult to breathe unless you have been acclimatized properly. So on the 11th day, actually when we reached Lukla, I told you it was going to be a very short hike, so we'll have plenty of time to explore around. There is a lake called Chola Lake. This Chola Lake is found there is a trail called Gokyori, which start somewhere from Namche and go up above and join the Everest Base Camp trek in Lobuche. So we are visiting Lobuche, will be the next stop when we go from Lukla. So I wanted to go and see this beautiful lake because these glacial lakes are extremely beautiful. Watch my video of Pangonso Lake in Ladakh, absolutely breathtaking. So we are going to visit Chola Lake as well when we reach